So AI is bigger problematic than blockchain. India is first and topmost country, I believe, who will produce more blockchain stuff.
Hey everyone, welcome to the new episode of Charcha Chain. This side Jay Sadana, and today we have a very special guest that we have invited, Mr. Lalit Bansal, who is in Web3 for a very long time, worked with many startups and built a lot of new products. So come on, let's get started because Desi versus Meet Decentralized Stories. Hi Lalit, how are
Hi,
you?
all
Okay.
good?
So like thank you for being in like today's episode. So I'll start with your journey first. Like what inspired you to start, like as I've seen that you are into tech and you have done like multiple initiatives and projects. So what was the major thing or what was the major setback, or I'll say the journey that you started to enter into the blockchain space?
Okay. It's really an interesting question because it has been ages when someone has asked this, but still, I'm into software development
Mhm.
industry and other industries. We started our business in 2007, and it was just a chance that in 2016 one of my client came up that he wanted to develop project on
Mhm.
blockchain, and rather I would say he just came up and showed up that he wanted to create a token,
Okay.
right? And I was surprised because he haven't mentioned it as a token, he mentioned it as a coin. So
Mhm.
my first instance, it was by shocking. I asked him, "Uh, these are government dealings, I'm not a
Mhm.
government body to create a coin for you." Right. So I would say that 2016 was the time when I was just unaware about all these blockchain aspects and what coins or tokens are there.
Mhm.
So that was my initial phase. We did that project, we developed that project for him, and that created a lot of interest. And that was my
Mhm.
initial phase. And then I haven't seen any fallback because at that point of time I was more trying myself into
Mhm.
IoT, AR, VR,
Mhm.
and I prepared some presentations to showcase some bigger players.
Mhm.
But blockchain attracted me more, so I jumped into blockchain. So since beginning of 2017, I am into blockchain space.
Okay, that's like very quite long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so next I'd like to ask, like, what do you think, like, India's crypto regulations, like, are changing the global perceptions? Because as like we are seeing that how like the government is doing a lot of regulations are coming into crypto, and will this impact in terms of the global blockchain perspective?
Okay. Look, the question is bit unclear to me, but still I'll
Mhm.
try to answer. The first thing, what I would request,
Mhm.
I don't know why you or everyone
Mhm.
is mentioning it as a crypto, but I
Mhm.
believe it is an asset and it
Mhm.
should be mentioned as virtual digital asset rather than a crypto.
Mhm.
Because these, like we are discussing, these are going to be a future assets.
Mhm.
This world is moving towards digital assets,
Mhm.
and the race has begun when government have started their own digital currencies. Even we are sitting in India. India has
Yeah.
launched e-rupiah. Soon you will see this physical money has gone,
Mhm.
washed away. Right? And this will be the phase. Adoption takes time. Even
Mhm.
if I say, the first blockchain, like in some of the event also, I was
Mhm.
talking to students and I was asking them if they know that when was the first transcript was written.
Mhm.
Everyone was blank because what they correlate these VDAs as an initiation of blockchain.
Okay.
Right? They were like, oh,
Mhm.
2007. Oh, no, it was not. It was during 1980s when the
Mhm.
first transcript was written.
Okay. Okay.
But what I mean to say here,
Mhm.
from that 1980, when I was not even born, right, this transcription was written, and till we are sitting in 2025, adoption is still a challenge.
Mm.
People are adopting, but it's a bit slow.
Mm.
And the time when it was at a peak, people started doing adoption of blockchain. Suddenly, this AI chapter came in. So
Mhm.
again, blockchain has a bit fallback, but it's not that people are not trusting it.
Mhm.
It's going beyond. Even if we say governments have started adopting,
Mm.
there are certain protocols that have been built by governments, and they are based on blockchain, and no one knows.
Okay, so from this, I will just need to have one of the follow-up questions. Is like, um, will India being one of the, like, as you know, that it's like one of the largest digital economies. Like we are seeing that a lot of UPI transactions are going on, like in a day. I think so, like billions of transactions are going on across India. So, what ripple effect you think do our crypto laws or it will impact in the, like I'll say, the global blockchain adoption? Because what I'm seeing right now that a lot of companies are moving out of India. Okay,
Mhm.
no one wants to stay in India because of the regulations. So like, what's your take on this? Like, what will be the future perspective if we see right now?
Look, what I see, India has taken steps,
Mhm.
right? They are trying to implement, but because of, like I mentioned, that AI has jumped in.
Mhm.
So AI is bigger problematic than blockchain. So government's focus have moved from blockchain to AI to regulate it, because you have seen a lot of cases, scams are happening
Yeah.
in AI. Blockchain is still under adoption, and maybe the people who want to work in blockchain, and they don't have such a patience that they can stand by along with the India government rules, so they are just moving out. It's not
Mhm.
that the talent is moving out. Talent is still there. If you see overall globally, maximum projects, those even are successful or unsuccessful, they have been built in India
Mhm.
by Indians, and still it will grow. Indian economy is growing.
Mhm.
It will still grow. It won't impact. Yes, sometimes it's up and down, and that's all a
Mhm.
game of business.
Mhm.
Regulations are coming up. Even what last I heard, even like I mentioned, e-rupiah has been generated,
Mhm.
right? This means that India has adopted. It's not that India is going back. As far as taxations are there, they keep on manipulating, they
Mhm.
keep on changing. It will cover up. Even if we go back to our classical stocks,
Mhm.
there was a stage when stocks were launched, and at that point of
Mhm.
time, adoption was not there.
Yes.
There were huge
Mhm.
taxations, because government takes time. They want to work in the benefit of people,
Mhm.
people of India. Right? They are working on it. They will work on it. Stocks adoption has
Mhm.
increased a lot
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
taxations have been firmed.
Mhm.
Now, similar would be the case, what I believe would be for these VDAs. People have started adopting it. There are few banks who have started even, releasing these VDAs through UPIs also.
Mhm.
It's all about a time frame. Time frame can't be decided. I think that it will take few more years to regulate, to become more tax friendly for a user. But overall, I see a lot of growth, a
Mhm.
lot of adoption. That's my personal purview. It's not about what people think, because
Mhm.
people are now more into AI,
Yeah.
right? But for me, still I believe blockchain has a huge
Mhm.
adoption sense in future, and VDAs would be the only one who will be traded as per government regulations. And these, soon you will see about CBDCs, those who are
Mhm.
accepting and launching.
Okay. So on this, I just need to ask, like, as you know that Indian government has signaled openness to CBDCs and while constructing private cryptocurrencies, because I'm seeing that CBDCs are working a lot by implementing the blockchain into the on the infra level. And how do you think this dual approach will influence the global trends or the global, like I'll say, the blockchain market in terms of the digital currency adoption? Because on one side they are saying that to CBDCs that you can go and use the like the innovation and all, but on other end it's like the private cryptocurrencies they are like restricting.
No, look, it's not about restrictions that these VDAs are being private
Mhm.
VDAs, right? What I mentioned. It's all about adoption. Right now, government is still into framing these regulations and taxes, like I mentioned. Once these taxes are clear, they would be adopting these VDAs,
Mhm.
private VDAs. Why there is a fallback in acceptance of these
Mhm.
private cryptocurrencies, because they are not traceable,
Mhm.
because people are trading it into a decentralized way. However,
Mhm.
government believes that everything should be traded in a centralized way so that it can be tracked. You must heard about lot of these black money and all.
Yeah.
So they are just putting up regulations, and this is the reason that government says that you, I mean, every project should
Mhm.
adhere to high anti money laundering
Mhm.
policies.
Got
If
it.
these AML policies are launched and
Mhm.
accepted, everything will take or fall in place. Otherwise,
Mhm.
definitely there are issues. Earlier, it was just that you do a KYC, you buy it,
Yeah.
right? But
Mhm.
AML is necessary. With AML, lot of things are going to improve.
Mhm.
Only it's that people are not trying to adopt AML because they
Mhm.
think that government is doing something else.
Yes.
Once this
Mhm.
AML falls back or
Mhm.
takes place, everything will come in picture.
Okay. So I'll like to ask like next, like how do you see India's position in ongoing international discussions on global crypto standards?
Look, as far as just
Mm,
my statics believe that we are already lying in top five
mm,
countries for trading of these VDAs, and even in blockchain adoption, and lot of projects are coming up. Even if you go ahead by Indian government at southern part, Telangana
mm,
government, they have adopted all these your uh, land registries. They are on blockchain and they are duly accepting it. There are governments, maybe future you will see that even in India, the certifications that you are doing, the matriculations you are doing, the degrees you are
mm,
obtaining from colleges, schools, everything will fall place in blockchain.
mhm.
Because at present, once it is lost, it is lost,
Yeah.
right? You have to go to college or
Mm,
school, and it takes like month, 2 months, 6 months for you to regain that degree that you
mm,
have obtained. With this blockchain, now soon if they get adopted,
mhm,
it's like a click away. You have your hash, you have your degree. That's only that it's a form of NFT that you will be giving it to a place wherever,
mhm,
even for a job you're going, you just need to show that. It will validate your certificate.
mhm.
So adoption is coming up slowly, but coming up. And I see a huge scope, and India will again be a top in all positions.
Okay. So like next I like to ask like some critics argue that Web3 and many ICO are just new labels for old scams. Okay. Like how do you distinguish real innovation from hype and fraud in your advisory work?
Look, like you mentioned, ICOs are the gone days.
Mm,
Right? It was happening in 2018 or 2019. After
mm,
that, no ICOs were successful. You, what I say, you cannot change the mentality of
mm,
anyone. Even the startups, if I talk about,
mm,
right? There are people who are coming in race of raising the funds,
mm.
right? They showcase the idea. The idea is brilliant. Even if you see this web 2 guys, like you are talking
Yeah.
about web 3, if you go to web 2 guys, they will give you a brilliant idea,
Mm,
right? And if they present that idea to web 3 people, generally what happens, that web 3 people accept it,
mm,
and sometimes it happens that they get successful in getting funds from them.
mm,
Now there are two ways: the people who have a mentality of moving forward,
mhm,
they will use those funds and create the product.
mhm.
And the other category is they will take the fund and leave the project,
Yeah.
right? Which cannot be changed. Even
Mhm,
in 100 startups, you will
mhm,
see only one or two projects that are growing up. Even
mhm,
in today's world, every day thousands of projects are coming up
mm. Yeah.
just on papers. Just on papers.
Mm,
No one is going ahead. So till the time this mentality is there, nothing is to be growing up.
mhm. Okay. So, like, do incidents of scams and cyber attack in Indian crypto market impact the global trust in blockchain technology?
Look, there are two things,
Mhm,
like we are mentioning. Now, here, what I understand, you are talking about scams and blockchain
mhm,
technology. But the fact is, there are no scams in blockchain technology.
mhm.
The scams are happening against VDAs,
Okay.
right? And even if we, I don't know why we are focusing on scams in
Mhm,
VDAs, because scams are happening in general also.
mhm,
People are cloning up your social media accounts, they're cloning your WhatsApp, right? They're asking for money. They're not asking for
mhm,
any VDAs. They're
mhm,
asking for money, and that to bear. I don't know. Some people are asking for 500 rupees or
mhm,
1,000 rupees, and that too from your relatives.
mhm,
Hey, scams do impact everyone. They
mhm,
impact personal life, but not on blockchain technology.
mhm,
Blockchain is a technology which is growing, and it will grow further. Adoptions, like I mentioned, are coming. Even if we don't go beyond India, India is adopting blockchain a huge.
mhm,
There is a huge adoption. So a little bit of fallback too comes up when scams happen. But I think it's okay. It's a part of life. Only what is that you should be
mhm,
knowing about how to prevent yourself from these scams. You should
mhm,
guide your knowns, your friends, your relatives, that they should be aware how scams are happening. Every day scams are coming up. Right? I have a friend who is you know running a company which is Cyber Cops. The
mhm,
name is really good, and he's trying to educate people against all these frauds. Governments are taking initiatives.
mhm,
I was last month I was in Punjab, and I saw that IPS officers, they are trying to teach, guide people that they should not fall into the trap of these cyber
mhm,
security crimes. Yeah.
mhm,
So you should yourself be aware. But I don't think anywhere that these scams are impacting blockchain. Not even nation-wise,
mhm,
globally is far, far away. So I don't think there is any impact because of scams.
mhm. Okay. So before we end today's episode, like, in your opinion, like, India's at risk, like, missing out the global blockchain revolution if current regulatory trends continue?
Frankly, I don't think so, because it's not only about India. Which country has 100% adopted?
Mhm.
Right. What I again say and see, there is a huge adoption coming up,
Mhm.
and you will see a change. India is first and topmost country, I believe, who will produce more blockchain stuff than any other. Every invention you would see of blockchain is happening within India. And soon you will see, like you mentioned, people are going out of India, they will come back to India, or I will say they will die to come back to India with such a adoption that would be coming up.
Okay. Thank you everyone for watching this exciting episode with Mr. Lalit Bansal. And I hope you are able to get some good insights about Web3 and how he started his journey and how he's working nowadays. So I'll be meeting you in the next podcast. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.